with the topic Keep Calm. And today we will talk about crisis, types of crisis, and what to do in a crisis. Then we will watch the story of Keep Calm and Carry On poster. Uh, and we've got some dialogues for listening, and we've got some exercises for listening comprehension. And now, before we start, please find your home task. Uh, Today we've got a very original, unexpected, maybe home task. It will be to shoot or make a video which will disclose your way how to deal with the crisis in a critical situation. According to the video How to Deal with the Crisis by Walter Cole, it is speaker on TED. Uh, and in this video, you should describe your opinion, description and analysis of a definite crisis. You can take any crisis and ways out of it. Is it clear? And your video must be minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes. And deadline for this task is Sunday, 6 p.m. And you should submit your videos to my WhatsApp number. You've got groups, and you should know my number. Okay, and you've got task on your class too. It will include workbook exercises on page 20. And today's quote, when written in Chinese, the word crisis is composed of two characters. One represents danger and the other represents opportunity. And let's talk about crisis. What is crisis? Could you give me some example of the crisis? Guys, be quick. Okay, now, what is a crisis? A crisis is any event that is going to lead an unstable and dangerous situation affecting an individual, group, community, or the whole society. Crises are deemed to be negative changes in the security, economic, political, social, and or environmental affairs. And what type of crisis do you know? Wait a second. Okay, Lynn, what type of crisis do you know? Okay, it may be economical, political, environmental, or revolution. It's kind of the political crisis, and maybe psychological crisis of a person. Okay, there are so many types of crisis, and let's look at 4 of them. The first one, technological crisis. It is nowadays technology, most of the businesses work depends on technology, and even our educational process depends on technology. And any background in technological appliance creates some critical situations. And the second one, financial crisis. Financial crisis happens when an organization is hit by the sudden loss of a large amount of money, and financial issues like such as bankruptcy, revenue losses, inflation, or sudden change of trend in the market cause the financial crisis. And the third one, natural crisis. Natural crisis takes place because of the occurrence of natural phenomena such as earthquake, volcano, floods, storms, or any other act of nature. Here we should differentiate natural crisis with environmental crisis. What is the difference between them? Environmental crisis is a critical situation caused by destructive human actions toward nature. And the last one is political crisis. It is economical and social difficulties reflected by unstable state governance. And unfortunately, this is what is happening in our country today. And uh, could you um, uh, describe me the difference between crisis and problem? In my opinion, a problem is a short term of life situation like uh, life exam, and crisis is a long term situation which is common, is developed out of the number of problems. And and when we talk about the crisis, we can think about it is a turning point in the course of something, and in medicine it may be turning point of to- turning point of disease for better or worse side. Okay, and what to do in a crisis? And let's read the article offered by our book, Solutions Upper Intermediate, What to Do in a Crisis. Let's read. Whenever you face a stressful situation, our brain sends alarm signals to your body and causes your heart to beat faster and your muscles to tense in preparation for immediate action. However, this reaction can often prevent us from thinking clearly about the best things to do. A good skill you can develop in the ability is the ability to react calmly in a crisis by being aware of your body stress response and training yourself to ignore that initial flood of emotions. You can make decisions based on a clear hearted analysis. The first uh, advice may be what to do in a crisis. Remember to breathe. uh, it is easy to forget when you are alarmed and enraged. And breathe deeply. A calmer body helps create a calmer mind. The second advice, focus on the moment. Don't think about what should have been done differently. Concentrate on solving the immediate problem. The third advice is think positively. Positive self talk in a crisis is often helpful, and for example, telling yourself how brave you are can help you overcome your fear. Very good advices, but let's look at the advices or maybe point to steps to go out of the uh, crisis. Um, you can see these steps in the video uh, of your homework by how to deal with the crisis by Walter Cole. And in this video you will see these steps. First one, get a grip, frame a crisis. How to understand get a grip? Get a grip. Get a grip, it means pull yourself together and think maybe you should analyze what happened, why and how, and differentiate what are facts and what are emotions. The second one, build strengths. It is easy to say but difficult to do. And the third one, develop a clear goal to solve this crisis. In these 2 points, you can ask your parents or relatives or your close friends to help you build your strengths and develop a clear goal to solve this crisis. The next one, active, decisive, wise, and enduring. The last one, find the opportunity in the crisis. All these aspects are described in the video. I hope you will find very useful information, and you'll do your homework and share with me your attitude, your attitude, your opinion, how to deal with a crisis, in a crisis. Okay, and now let's watch the video about how the story of the poster keep calm and carry on. Just a minute.
In the spring of 1939, during the build-up to war with Germany, the British government commissioned a series of propaganda posters. These posters were intended to offer the public reassurance in the dark days that lay ahead. They were required to be uniform in style and were to feature a special and handsome typeface, making them difficult for the enemy to counterfeit. They used the crown of King George VI as the only graphic device and had just 2 colours. Of the 3 final designs that went into production, the first poster carried the slogan, "Your courage, your cheerfulness, your resolution will bring us victory." The second poster had the words, "Freedom is in peril, defend it with all your might." But the third design, of which over 2.5 million posters were printed, simply read, "Keep calm and carry on." The first 2 designs were distributed in September of 1939 and appeared up and down the country in shop windows and railway platforms. But the Keep Calm posters were held in reserve, intended for use only in times of crisis or invasion. In the end, the poster was never officially issued, and it remained unseen by the public until a copy turned up more than 50 years later. It was found in a second-hand bookshop called Batma Books in the northeast corner of England. Batma Books was begun in 1991 by a couple, Stuart and Mary Manley. The building used to be an old Victorian railway station. Huge rows of stacked shelves now stand in the place where the tracks would have been, but the station's old tea rooms and waiting rooms are still there. It was in 2000 that Stuart found the poster in a box of dusty old books that had been bought at auction. Mary liked it so much she had it framed and put it up near the shop till, and it proved so popular with the customers that a year later they began to sell copies. Since that time, the poster has been reproduced, parodied and trivialized, and has become a truly iconic image of the 21st century. It is hard to say exactly why such a phrase from a bygone decade would have so much appeal and resonance now. Its design is considered simple and timeless, and now commonly recognizable. However, it is perhaps the words on the poster that people find most enchanting. Like a voice out of history, it offers a very simple, warm-hearted message to inspire confidence in others during difficult times, and is something that should never fade from fashion. To keep calm and carry on.
Okay, did you hear well, guys? Thank you, Eileen. And how do you understand the meaning of this poster? Keep calm and carry on. Could you give me a Russian equivalent? It was one of the moral boosting posters of Great Britain. And can you understand this poster? Yes, very good, Илья. Сохраняйте спокойствие и продолжайте в том же духе. Okay, let's answer these questions. When and by whom by whom was Keep Calm and Carry On poster produced? Huh? When and by whom was Keep Calm and Carry On poster produced? This guys, be quick. 1979. It was produced by British government in 1969 during the beginning of the World War II. And what other moral boosting posters were produced with this poster? There are two of them. And it was freedom is a pearl, defend it with all your might. And the second, your courage, your cheerfulness, your resolution will bring us victory. Excellent poster, excellent quotes. And the next question, why Keep Calm posters were never officially seen by the public? Why Keep Calm posters were never officially seen by the public? Okay, the Keep Calm posters were held to reserve, intended for use only in time of crisis or invasion of Britain by Germany. And as this never happened, the poster was never officially seen by the public. And the last question, when and under what circumstances was the poster rediscovered? When and under what circumstances was the poster rediscovered? Okay, more than 50 years later, a bookseller from Barter Books stumbled across a copy of hidden amongst a pile of dusty old books bought from an auction. Okay, and now we've got, yes, Ilya, you're right, it was in 2000. Okay, the next one. Let's listen. But before let's read the listen strategy. When you listen, pay attention to the words that the speaker emphasizes. Usually, a speaker uses emphasizes in 3 points. The first one, to highlight new or important information. For example, I've lost my bag. It's a cotton bag with stripes. The second one, to put contrast of two alternatives. For example, was it black or brown? Next one, to contradict. What is contradict? Contradict, it means to say opposite of what someone else has said. For example, well, that was not my bag. Okay, are you ready for listening? Just a moment.
Lesson 2C, Exercise 3. 1.
Something wrong?
Yes. It's too quiet, don't you think?
Yes, I don't like it.
Okay. Which words are emphasized in this dialogue? Guys, please be quick. Okay, it was quiet, and the reason was, yes, to highlight new or important information. Okay, the next one.
2. Stop that man! He's taken my phone!
What's wrong? You've lost your phone.
Oh no! That man's taken my phone!
Okay, which words are emphasized in lost phone? It was taken. And the reason was to contradict. Yes. The next one. The next question.
3.
Dialogue.
You want to pay by cash or by card? Cash, please. Oh dear, where's my bag? Oh no, what have I done with it?
It was cash or card, and it was said to put contrast of two alternatives. Okay, the next one.
Oh, come on. You've got to check in now.
Oh no, oh no. I've forgotten my passport.
5.
Okay. Passport and forgotten, and it was said to highlight important information. Okay, the last dialogue, please.
Mr. White wants to see you. You copied Ted's homework.
That's not true. Ted must have copied mine. How dare he?
Okay, and what about the last dialogue? Which words are emphasized in it? Okay, it was Ted and mine, and it was said to contradict. Okay, and we've got listening exercise 6. I hope we'll catch them. Okay, just a moment.
Lesson 2C. Exercise 6.
George, can I talk to you in private for a minute?
Of course, Gemma. What's the matter?
Don't tell anyone, but I've just seen Sarah taking some money out of Alex's jacket pocket.
What? You mean she borrowed some money?
No, I think she stole it.
Where was this?
In the classroom just now. Everyone was out for break time. I just went back for something I'd forgotten.
What did you do?
Nothing. I just froze. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what to do or to say.
Did she see you?
I don't think so. But there's more to it than that. I've noticed that other little things have been disappearing lately. Lucy lost her necklace and Sam's lunch money went missing.
But Lucy and Sam are both as forgetful as each other. It doesn't mean their things were stolen. Why do you think it's Sarah?
Well, Lucy loves that necklace. She only takes it off for sports. And Sarah and Lucy do sport together. And Sam did have his dinner money earlier that day. I saw him take it out and check it. Sarah was there and saw him too.
But Gemma, there's no proof. Are you absolutely sure?
No, of course I'm not sure. It's just making me wonder. Don't you think Sarah is quite down these days? I've asked her what's wrong more than once. She just says everything's fine, but I don't believe it.
Come to think of it, she has been a bit quieter and more miserable lately. I'm not sure what to do. Should we speak to Sarah or her teacher?
Oh, not a teacher. What if I'm wrong? That would be terrible.
Well, what are the facts? Basically, you saw Sarah put her hand in Alex's pocket